Hi, Professor. I have gone ahead and already listed out the modeling techniques that I have learned so far this semester. Um, they include the custom financial statements, common size, and the common size financial statements with the choose function, which I will be modeling the ones that I have bolded. The pro forma financial statements, and the pro forma version is what you use for forecasting. And then there's like the percent of sales method, EPI ratios with analysis, and then within that we had analyzed using the DuPont ROE and the Z-score, cash budgeting, what if analysis, and scenario analysis. I'm not sure if I had said that. So starting with forecasting, I am going to be forecasting for the next year on the income statement. And when you're doing the income statement, it's you forecast for what sales will impact, and sales impacts cost of goods sold and selling and G&A expenses. The rest is just calculations as you would do from the income statement, or what was given to us. So I'm gonna do formatting first. What was given? And sales was given. Oh, here. Okay, so over on the side, I'm going to take the average of the percent of sales that is cost of goods sold. Okay, and then for the forecasted cost of goods sold, I'll do the average times the forecasted sales for that year. Okay. And then the selling and GA expenses is the same thing you'll be doing, what I'll be doing the average of the percent of sales that is selling and GA expenses. Multiply sales. The fixed expenses is the same, it's given to us. And then the depreciation expense. Hmm. Uh-oh, I believe that was given. Okay. Just mm, I'm gonna double check with the book to make sure I did it correctly. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. So that is how you forecast for the income statement. And again, I just did the ones that were affected by sales or that sales has an impacts on. So that was cost of goods sold and then selling and GA expenses, and then the rest is just the basic calculations. And then for the scenario scenario manager, I think I had listed it as analysis. Okay, the scenario manager, you start with the simple cash budget, and then you well first I guess the scenario manager will you input different data, and then when you do the summary, it'll show you all the different scenarios of the cash that you could be accumulating. Okay. So I had just deleted that, but you won't, but I will need that later. So you do the max of these ones. Oopsies. Just because I know that that's what the book is gonna call for. And then for you go to data, what if analysis, scenario manager, and then add. I believe it was these ones. Okay. And then I need to put in, since this is for June, I'll be adjusting the values. Um, close. But I do want to show that I know how to define the names. So before I mean this is already defined, but I'll just show you. Oh, I guess it doesn't pop up. I'll just type it in just for it would be June, and then yeah, see it says it already exists. Um just so we know how to I know how to do it. Um and then going back to scenario manager, and then I'll add them for each month. This one has the 200,000. That's the default. Oops. Okay, so now that I have input all of my data, I will click the summary, and I want the results to be on the max value that I had set, which was the NJ32. I did the max amount that could be borrowed. Click OK. And then it pulls out the summary. So if I had inputted different values, it would compare each month with the values that I input, and then the cumulative amount that could be borrowed. So here we had it just for July, but then this shows you like every single month that we have in the spreadsheet without having to input all of them. I think it's really cool. And then for the last one that I'm going to be modeling, it's the choose function. So when I had copied this actually into here, it copied the worksheet. Weird, but I had checked it, so it should work. But I just wanted to let you know. So we'll type denominator and then 1, so I know what to put in the bottom formula. And then for this one, the choose function, you do where it's being divided. I will then divide it by the choose function. And then I have the income statement here. Oh, I had forgotten the most important part. Okay. And then I'm going to copy and paste the denominator into the rest of the denominators. And then in B4, I'm also going to change it so it changes with if I change the number in F1. I'm gonna double check with the book. That looks correct though, from what I remember. Yeah. So again, you can choose it here because of the choose function. So you go back and forth. And then it also will change B4. And those are the three techniques that I've learned so far, that I think are pretty important. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed watching and you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And if you're watching it at night, enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you.